Hello, so I'm here with Scott Stro-Solves. You probably know him, but if you don't, definitely check out his channel in the description. We're going to be solving a Pairdoku today, which is two Sudokus that are linked in some way, but I only see one of them, and Scott only sees the other. So we're going to be solving reconnaissance and surveillance by MicroStudy. The idea is that Scott is out on the field doing reconnaissance and is trapped in enemy territory, and I am the surveillance guy, and I'm trying to get him out. And so to get him out, we need to solve the Sudokus, both of our Sudokus. So basically the way this works is that the digits on my grid are not the same as the digits on Scott's grid, but they're mapped in some way. So everywhere I put a 1, Scott might be putting a 5 or something like that. And so they're basically the same solution, but the numbers might be different. But we're not going to be communicating with numbers either way. We're going to be using code. So what we're going to be doing is, first of all, we can't tell each other anything about the constraints we see on our own grids, or the specific numbers that we're putting in our grids. But what we can do is communicate in colors. So that's what we're going to do. And we've picked out 6 colors we're going to use, which Scott can actually see. And so, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. We'll see how this goes. We'll go over the rules afterwards, and I'll cut that in here because we're not supposed to know what each other's constraints are.
Right.
So you can see the rules on screen. And yeah, so let's get started.
All right.
All right, so the rules for my puzzle, which is called Surveillance by MicroStudy, is we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. So in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box, we're going to be putting the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have X sums in the grid. These are these big digits on the outside of the grid. Now with X sums, it seems complicated, but it's not that complicated. Basically, we're going to be adding to that number. So here, this adds to 6. But we don't know how many cells we're going to use to add to 6. So for example, if we use 2 cells to add to 6, then this digit next to the 6 tells us that how many cells we're going to use. So we would put a 2 there. And then that means these 2 cells, including this 2, need to add to 6. So I would do 2, 4. Another option for this 6 would be if I put, say, a 3 here, then that means these 3 cells would add to 6. So I could do, for example, 3, 1, 2. So that's sort of an ambiguity with X sums. So you have to figure out, first of all, how many cells you're going to use, and then that goes in the cell that's next to the clue. And then you also need to then actually add to the correct value. So that is X sums. That's my puzzle. And now Scott will tell you the rules of his puzzle.
All right, so this is Reconnaissance by MicroStudy. I am stuck out in the field under taking enemy fire. So it's normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, the same as Sudoku rules that Rangsk just explained to you. I also have Fog of War, so you'll notice most of the grid is covered in gray, and as we get correct numbers put in, it will reveal some of the cells around it. And killer cages. So killer cages, basically anything with a dashed line is a cage, and the digits within that cage have to sum to the number in the corner. So for example, this 2-cell 4 cage is going to have to be 1 and 3, or like 2 and 2, but you can't put 2 2s in the same box or row. This one, we don't know how far it extends, although we kind of know because it's an 8 cage, but it extends into the fog, so we'll have to have that revealed at some point. And that's about it, other than that the position of the digits in the grid and the digits in my allies grid are the same, except they've been scrambled.
Did it matter for your puzzle that digits don't repeat in cages?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, so I'm bad at reading rules. It does say that right here. It says digits inside a killer cage may not repeat. So thank you, Rangsk. They may not repeat. I always just sort of assume that's the case, but for people who are not familiar with killer cages, that's probably a good point. Yes. Because otherwise you could do like 1s there and a 6 there if they could repeat. So yeah. That would make the 8 cage a lot different.
All right, shall we get started, cool. Scott?
Yeah, I think we shall.
Okay, so I need to think a little bit inside. For the people who are actually seeing my grid, I need to think about how these certain cells work. And Scott probably has some thinking as well. But if you have anything immediately
I'm putting
obvious,
in some pencil marks, actually. But I can't tell you what those pencil marks are. I'm also noticing something that I'm highlighting here that you can't see. That I know this thing that I'm not allowed to mention must do this for reasons.
This thing must do this for reasons. Perfect.
Well, I don't want to give away what the constraints are.
Of course,
so,
yeah.
But anybody seeing what I'm highlighting will know what I mean. Actually, I can put a digit in.
Ooh, a color in.
Because this, a color. But I can put several digits in, several colors. So I'm gonna call that light gray, and I'm gonna call that green.
So what did you color?
Should I tell you some colors then?
Yeah, tell me some colors.
I've got light gray in row 1, column 1.
Okay. Ooh, I didn't turn on row column labels. I'm gonna do that now. Okay.
And row 3, column 2
is light gray, you said?
Is light gray as well.
Okay.
And then I've got green in row 1, column 2.
Green in row 1, column 2. Okay.
Yep, and those are all forced. And actually, I don't know which one is which, but I can put, we're gonna call that dark gray and red. Dark gray and red have to be row 2, column 1 and 2.
So row 2, column 1 and 2 have dark gray and red in some order.
Yes, but I don't know which is which.
Yeah.
And so then the other 2 colors must be obviously in.
So what other 2 colors did we decide to use? The purple
and yellow.
And yellow. Gotcha. Okay, so at least we have box 1 colored somewhat.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm thinking, let's see.
So light gray is somewhere in box, what is that, box 5? We almost have it where it is.
Yeah, and there has to be that there, which means then it has to be, I think it has to be that. No, it doesn't. Never mind. Okay. I'm just talking to myself.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to associate these colors with what I know. I'm going to think about this thing here that I'm not allowed to talk about, but I might know a little bit about green, but I'm not sure how that's going to help. Let's see.
Yeah. So
that's one option. Let me give me a sec to talk about this a little vaguely. Yep. This is definitely one option for this. There's also another option. Ooh, actually, this is not possible. We can't actually do this because we would need to wait. Can we do that? Yeah, we would need to do a repeated digit in that case. We're not allowed to. There should in 3 digits that would have to be this. But to do 3 digits, we have to do that. So it doesn't work. And Scott's sitting there like, what are you talking about? But so it's either this or... Wait, that's it. That's all we... Okay. I think that's the only way to do it. I was thinking there was another option, but there's not. Okay, so... Can we get... Would it be problematic to give a specific color to row 2, column 1 and row 2, column 2? Like, can we just pick a color for each?
We can do that. I just have to remember. Yeah, no, we can do that. That's fine.
Okay. In fact, yeah. Okay. So
it doesn't really matter which one is.
Okay. Yeah.
Gray and red. Which one is which at this point?
I made them gray then red, left to right. So
okay. So gray is column 1.
Yeah.
Okay. We can do that. That works.
Okay.
I just don't know which color is which digit yet. Yep. And we could do the same with the yellow and purple if you want to.
Yeah. Sure.
So you want the top one to be which, yellow or purple?
Let's do purple top and then yellow bottom.
Purple top, yellow bottom.
All right. Now the question is, how do
just like my outfit today.
I can't actually see you, so I don't know what you're wearing.
I know. I'm wearing. Well, you could probably guess what color shirt I'm wearing if you've watched my videos very often. I'm wearing blue, of course.
Of course.
I'm obviously wearing a Cubs shirt. What else would I be wearing?
What else would you be wearing? Yeah, so like I know what that red digit is on my grid, but I don't know how that can help you without talking about
at this point.
Because you're
can't
using
at this point.
different digits than me anyway. So I'm trying to figure out
Right.
like how this.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. So would it help if I said this?
Okay.
So row 3, column 1, and
Yep.
row 3, column 3,
Yep.
okay, have to be either gray and red.
Gray and red. Okay. Is that wait? When you say gray, do you mean light gray or dark gray?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Dark gray and red. They either have to be dark gray and red.
Okay, so there's only one order for that one, right?
Right. Or they have to be green with purple or yellow. Which there's again
Okay, so
only
then
one order.
the green
for
goes
that.
on the right, and then the purple or yellow goes on the left.
Yes. So the
Okay.
right is either green or gray, dark gray, and the left is either red or purple or yellow. Because I don't know purple and yellow, I don't know which is which.
I'm trying to think if what I learned about green or red helps me. I might be able to determine whether that can be green, because I think that would help you probably. And that's probably what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, if that can't be green, then that would be super helpful.
So obviously,
If row 3, column 3 can't be green.
just for our viewers, green is this digit, and I'm thinking this has to have that.
Green is this digit.
And so if we aren't using this digit over here, there's no way to actually complete this clue. Okay, so I can tell you that I need to have green somewhere in row 3, column 4, 5, 6. So it can't be.
So it can't be in row 3, column 3.
Exactly. So that's the dark gray, which you
So
said
that
goes
has to
with
be the
red.
dark gray, which goes with red. Yeah,
Okay,
which is awesome.
and I know the digit for red, but you don't.
Okay, I don't. Which means that we've got the colors for row 4, column 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, yeah, that means I need a red.
Ooh, and in fact, row 4, column 3 has to be the
missing
green.
color, green. Yeah,
it has to be green, yeah, because the yellow and the purple can't be in that one.
Okay, so I can tell you that row 6, column 3 is not red. It has to be the light gray color.
Row 6, column 3 has to be light gray?
Yeah, it cannot be red.
Ah, right, because we've only got the 2 colors left for the column, yeah. Yeah, so it has to be the light gray. Okay, good. Yep, and that means that red is the one right above it, of course.
And I actually, okay, so...
Ooh. I can't... Oh, unfortunately, I've revealed some more stuff, because I've got the fog, so I'm revealing little bits all the time.
Right.
So that one revealed some stuff, but people watching mine will notice that it's missing a crucial bit, because I can only see part of the thing.
Sometimes with
It's
fog
missing
puzzles,
the important thing that's in this part of the thing.
sometimes with fog puzzles,
Anyways.
just knowing partially helps, but... Oh, I can do this.
So those have to be that.
Okay, I can tell you that
What do we know about green at the bottom in the column 1? Do we know which of those two green is in at the... Because...
Well, let me tell you something. That
Yeah,
row,
sure. Okay.
row 3,
Yeah.
column 6 is green. I now know that's green.
It's green.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then...
Okay. Awesome, because that revealed a whole bunch. Okay.
Okay.
So this is... it could be either... Okay, I don't know what that is. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, so that gives me... so I've got row 3, column 5, and row 4, column 5.
Okay. Do you know the colors?
I do. Row 3, column 5. Oh, I don't know the color of that one. It's either yellow or purple.
Okay, row 3, column 5 is yellow or purple. Okay.
Yes. And row 4, column 5 is light gray.
Light gray. Okay.
Which means row 3, column 4 has to be the other of yellow
The other
and purple.
yellow, purple. Yeah.
Yeah. But I know what digit that is. But you don't.
But we don't have a name for it yet. Would it be helpful if instead we gave a name to row 3, column 4, 5, and then made the column 3 ones ambiguous?
Sure, we could do that. That would probably be better if you don't have a specific order for them.
I don't have a specific need.
Okay, so yeah, and I do. So I mean, it doesn't matter either way. Let's do row 3, column 4. Let's do that as purple.
Okay. And so then row 3, column 5 is yellow.
Yup.
Okay.
And then I'll disambiguate those other two. Or re-ambiguate?
Re-ambiguate.
Re-ambiguate, yeah. That's weird. I don't know enough about that yet. I still don't know. I still want to know this thing over here. But I do know, so the thing that I can't tell you, I do know it's just there. It's not this. I know that much.
It's just there, not
for
this?
reasons.
I got a digit.
Yeah.
I got a color.
Okay.
Row 5, column 6 is light gray.
Light gray.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Does that reveal anything for you?
Oh.
All right, so that actually lets us
It's
place
like in the summer when kids are home. Okay, so we placed the one. Sorry, we placed a thing. You didn't hear that.
We placed the light.
We placed the thing. We placed the light gray.
You'd
We
be a
placed the light
bad
gray.
spy. You're
It
not
doesn't
talking
matter.
code very
It
well.
It doesn't even matter because they're different than what you have, anyways. So,
But the enemy
that
is
gives me another
intercepting
digit.
our communications. All right.
That gives me another digit.
Yeah. Oh, but did you notice that we now have all the light grays, so you can place it in box 2 as well?
Yeah, well, that's what I was just gonna say. Yeah, that gives me the other light gray. Oh, and it gives me another. Well, no, it gives me sort of.
Sort of. Okay.
So in row 1,
yeah.
in box 2, I now know that gray and red are columns 3 and columns 4 and 5.
So dark gray and red go in.
Dark gray and red. Dark gray and red. I gotta keep saying dark gray and light gray.
Go in row 1, column
Yes.
4, 5 is what you're saying. But
Yes.
they're ambiguous
And so then
in order.
Row 1, column 6 has to be the yellow or purple.
The other yellow purple. Yeah.
Right. I don't know. Which is
I might be able to think about something, but if you have more.
And green is row 2, column 5.
Oh, green's in row 2, column 5. Okay.
Yes.
So we almost know where green is in box 6. Let's see. I might be able to tell you if green goes there or not. Give me a sec to think about some math. So,
and it's interesting because I've got a deadly pattern here that obviously is going to be fixed from you.
Green is not in row 5, column 4. And the reason for that, for people watching, is these two need to add to a certain value. And if it used this number, then it would be that, which doesn't work for a lot of reasons.
And that was huge. That was huge. Because
So
we now have all the greens.
Yeah, we have all the greens.
And that gives me some more digits.
I got digits too.
Because this can't work because then you'd have to do that. So it must be that. That gives me actually a whole bunch of digits. I got several digits here. I got a lot.
Okay.
Do you want me to give you all of them that I got, and then you can give me whatever ones you have that I didn't give you? Because I revealed a whole bunch just now.
Basically, what I did is I finished row 5. I don't know if that's helpful for you.
Ooh, I don't have much of row 5. I've got a lot of other stuff though.
I placed yellow in row 5, column 4.
Row 5, column 4 is yellow. Okay. Yep. Oh, I actually had that too. I just hadn't got there yet.
Okay.
I hadn't noticed it yet, but I did have that. Yeah.
Let's get your digits then, because I don't know what to color some of these digits I placed.
Right. So, row 6, column 1.
Yep.
Is yellow.
Okay.
Which then gives you the purple and yellow in row 4, column 1 and 2.
Yes, it does give those.
And then row 6, column 2 is must be dark gray, and I now know what digit that is. So I can fill in the dark gray and.
How do you know that it's not purple, dark gray in column 2? You just know.
What for? Which one? Row 6, column 2.
So in column 2, the bottom of column 2, from my perspective, those should just be ambiguously purple or dark gray.
But no. Row 6, column 2 has to be dark gray.
Oh, okay, great.
Well, it has to be dark gray or red, but we already had red in row 2, column 2.
Okay, so
it has to be.
So that helps a lot.
Dark gray.
Because now I can disambiguate purple and dark gray. Does that...
Red and dark gray, right?
Well, I already knew what red was.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Okay, so well, let's look at box 6.
Because I had red and dark gray
box
in
5.
row 2, column 1 and 2. I had red and dark gray, and I didn't know which was which.
Okay, yeah, I think this is
So
this
the
is really
dark gray
interesting how
down
this
at
is
the
working.
bottom, yeah. And then that gives me so then we should have row 2, column 1 and 2 are dark gray and then red.
Yeah.
And then row 3, column 1 and 3 should be red and then dark gray.
Yeah.
And then red in row 5, column 3.
Yeah.
And I only have the one left in column 2. That's row 5, column 2, which has to be purple. And
Okay, I
then
believe
row 5,
you. That's,
column
that's
5. Row 5, column 5 has to be dark gray.
Yeah. So our colors are matching, so that's good.
That's always good.
So that means red is right below that. Red is in row 6, column 5.
Yes, that is correct. I almost have the whole grid done at this point.
Yeah, me too. I could probably just finish it. Oops, I completely...
Wait. Red is in row 6, column 5?
Well, no, that's actually can't be true. Sorry.
No, red is in row 1, column 5.
Yeah, I made a mistake there.
No, that has to be purple in row 6, column 5.
Right, I misscanned it and made a horrible mistake. But
Yep.
You're right.
Now, do you have row 4 done? I've got row 4 done as well.
Yeah, I can have it. I just haven't plunked the digits yet. So,
Yep, okay.
So it's like...
So I have everything done except for a deadly pattern.
Me too. So let me look at that in 1 second.
And I can't disambiguate
Wait,
that.
you can't? Uh-oh.
So hopefully you can. Hopefully you can.
Hopefully I can. Let me double check that all my
purple
clues
yellow.
are actually correct, because... Okay,
Oh,
so...
no, one of mine is not correct. I messed up.
Okay, that would explain it then.
Well, did I mess up or did you mess up? I don't know.
Someone
I
messed
probably
up.
did.
My clues...
Oh, no.
My clues...
Oh, and it was way back. Oh, shoot. I did the math wrong. Well, but did I know that or not? I don't know. It was probably me. I bet I messed that up.
So my clues seem to all be working, but...
I think it'll probably be okay. So
we got to back up.
So
until...
you said red should be in row 6, column 5.
No, I said
and
red.
I think that's actually
red should be in row 6, column 6.
Oh,
That's where I have
thinking
red.
Red might be in row 6, column 5.
I thought you said purple went there.
I did, but I think purple actually goes in row 1, column 5. I think that's my mistake.
Interesting, because you had said that was a red, gray, dark gray pair.
I did.
A while
That
ago.
was the mistake. Was the row 1, column 5 was the problem? I think. Does it work if we move the red to row 1, column 6?
Okay, so we want to move red to row 1, column 6. So we're just going to fix it then. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what I did wrong.
And then also red.
I made a mistake a while ago.
Yeah,
okay,
when you gave me
I have
those
a valid
colors.
grid. Whether it matches yours or not, I don't know.
Okay, I mean this does let me finish the puzzle. Just swapping those.
Wow. Yeah, that was a pretty big math error on my part. I'm gonna blame the fog and say that was the problem.
Okay,
Oh
so
man.
I got the correct solution.
Okay, well I got it popped up and said, so does it have the solution in there?
Yeah, it does.
Saved on the okay. So I got it correct too. So we're good.
Right. Yeah.
Woo!
Got you home.
That was a big error. I'm glad we were able to fix it easily.
You were just trying to throw the enemy off of our trail by giving
Right, because
false
I
info.
accidentally said that number, and so I had to then distract it.
Well, at least we were able to. It was a simple
Wow.
correction at the end there, so that's good.
So since we've finished now, I can tell you what I've got here.
Yeah.
I had first of all fog of war, obviously the fog,
Yeah.
and then I also had killer cages. And the mistake I made was it was a 3-cell 7 cage, and I put a 1-2-5 in there.
Oh no! Instead of a 1-2-4.
Yeah. Oh man. That was a dumb error. Yeah.
Well, I have X sums. That's all I have. X sum clues.
X sums. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay. Yeah, which is completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And-
what are your numbers? Like what's your first row? What are your numbers across the first row?
3, 2, 4, 1, 6, 5.
Oh, so our 5s are the same.
Oh, interesting.
Red is 5. I have 1, 3, 6, 2, 4, 5.
Interesting. Yeah, it's actually cool how the
And
exomes,
so
it's different
It worked
digits.
out. The mistake that we made was the 4, 5 at the top. Well, mine's a 4, 5. Yours is something else 5.
Yes.
Top right.
Yeah, 6, 5.
And then at the bottom, 5. I have 5, 4. So you would have 5, 6.
Yeah.
So luckily, the mistake that we made was just those two flopped.
So your
it didn't
7
mess up
cage,
a bunch of other stuff.
Your 7 cage disambiguated that deadly pattern in row 1 and row 6.
Right. So it's the 1, 2, 4 in box 2 is my 7 cage.
Yeah. So interestingly, my break-in was a 7 exum, which can only be 2, 5, which took me a bit to realize.
Yeah. Here, do you want to? Why don't you send me a screenshot of your thing so we can look at it? I can look at it, and I'll send you a screenshot of mine, and then we'll know what we're talking about as we discuss it. That might be helpful.
All right, that's what mine looks like.
Cool. And there's mine. So I started with just the top left corner, but what I was saying at the beginning that I was saying for reasons I know something. The 8 cage, I could only see the 2 cells, the 2 and the 5.
Oh, okay.
And I knew it extended, and an 8 cage can only be 3 cells.
Right.
And it had to have a 1, but the 1 also had to be in the 4 cage in the top left. So I knew that digit was a 1 in row 3, column 2. That was how we got started there.
And then you can see my 7 exum clue is right there.
Yep. Yep.
And so,
right. And so, yeah.
That's why I wanted a color for those 2.
Yeah. Yeah, you only had 4 exums. Wow.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You had a lot more info
and I had
than
6
me.
cages. Yeah, although it was fogged, so I had more eventually, but not at first.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I was envisioning that 7 cage differently. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, right, because I said the 1, 2, 4, but you didn't know where they were.
Yeah, exactly.
So I had put a 1, 2, 5 instead of a 4, so that 4
yeah.
and 5 were swapped. That was the problem.
We got lucky in
Which is
terms
funny,
of-
because that was the part that I needed to fix for you on your puzzle. The 6, 5 there.
Yeah. And I didn't have any clues there. So when we ended up with that deadly pattern, I'm like, I don't have any clues there.
And see, I was seeing a deadly pattern 6 and 4 at the top in box 1 and 2 because I had that 4 and 5 mixed up.
Yeah. I had the same deadly pattern because it was the 4. In fact, we are both 4, 6, but our colors are different for 4, 6. That's funny.
Yeah,
But
interesting.
We both had a 4, 6 deadly pattern in box 1 and box 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Huh.
There was one.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame the fact that I was out in the field trying to dodge enemy fire.
Yeah, you know what? You were
did the math
ducking
wrong.
grenades and rockets and just
something like that.
Yeah, and we're talking in code, so you gotta add mistakes.
Right. All
right. Well, that was a lot of fun.
Very cool.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to do a really big, like a 16 by 16 or something crazy
gosh.
like that. Although then I'd really have trouble with the colors, but probably have to use letters then.
Yeah,
but that would be really fun to do.
Yeah.
Or it would be really interesting too is like if it was more than 2 person. If it was like 4 grids or something, and now I'm getting lots of ideas and I want to make one of these because now I'm thinking like 4 grids, but all 4 people can't talk to each other. Like.
Ooh.
One person can talk to the other 3, but the 3 can't. Like you got 3 people stuck out in the field, and they can all communicate with the home base, but not with each other, or something crazy like that.
Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah.
That would be interesting.
We're in luck that we have so many friends who play Sudoku.
Yeah. Or if one person couldn't communicate by voice, right? They could only send certain types of messages, or something like that. I don't know. Lots of things you could do.
Reminds me of some
somebody
board
out there
games
that
I've
wants to
played.
make one. There you go.
So yeah, I know Skunkworks has been making several paradokus. So if there's interest in
neat
these,
idea.
and people enjoyed them, I certainly enjoy doing them.
Right.
I don't see why
Be
we
sure
couldn't.
to let us know in the comments if you want to see more of these.
Yeah. Right.
And
Well,
send this to all your friends and all that jazz. The usual stuff.
well, thanks, Scott. Definitely check out Scott's channel if you haven't. And
Yeah, and thank you, Rangsk, for asking me to do this with you.
yeah, had a lot of fun.
Yeah, cool.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.
And I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles.